Hello fellow travelers and expats. Welcome to Top Dog Traveler. Today we're diving into some big changes happening in the Philippines that might affect you if you're planning to visit, live, or work there. So grab a snack and let's get started. First up, let's talk about the basics. If you're just visiting the Philippines for a short trip, you're in luck. Many countries can enter visa-free for up to 30 days. But here's something new. You need to register for an e-travel card within 72 hours before you leave. It's pretty easy to do online and it's free. Now, if you're planning to stay longer or work in the Philippines, things get a bit more complicated. The government has made some big changes to how they handle foreign workers. These new rules started on February 10th, 2025, so they're pretty fresh. Let's break it down. Alien Employment Permits, AEPs. If you want to work in the Philippines, you need one of these. The new rules say you have to apply for your AEP within 15 days of signing your job contract, or at least 15 days before you start working. That's not a lot of time, so you need to be on top of things. Economic needs test. This is a new thing. The government wants to make sure that hiring a foreigner won't take jobs away from Filipino workers. So, your employer might need to prove that they really need you for the job. Understudy training program, another new requirement. The idea is that while you're working, you should be training Filipino workers to do your job eventually. It's like being a teacher and a worker at the same time. AEP Certificate of Exemption. Even if you don't need an AEP, you might need this certificate now. It's like telling the government, hey, I know I don't need an AEP, but I want you to know that officially. If all of this sounds a bit confusing, don't worry, it's new for everyone. The important thing is to be aware that these changes exist and to check the latest rules before you make any big plans. Now, let's talk about what happens if you don't follow these new rules. It's not good news, folks. You could get fined, lose your AEP, or even be banned from working in the Philippines for up to 10 years. So, it's super important to follow the rules, but it's not all serious stuff. The Philippines is still an amazing place to visit or live. Let's talk about some fun things. Beautiful beaches. The Philippines has some of the most gorgeous beaches in the world. Imagine soft white sand and crystal clear water. Sounds nice, right? Friendly people? Filipinos are known for being super welcoming. You'll probably make new friends in no time. Delicious food. Ever tried adobo or halo? Filipino food is a tasty adventure waiting to happen. Rich culture. From colorful festivals to ancient traditions, there's always something interesting to learn about. Now let's go over some important tips for travelers and expats. Keep your passport valid. Make sure your passport is good for at least 6 months after you arrive in the Philippines. Have a return ticket. When you enter the country, you might need to show that you plan to leave eventually. Register with local authorities. If you're staying for more than 59 days, you need to let the local government know. Get an immigration clearance certificate. If you stay for 6 months or more, you need this before you leave the country. Be aware of safety. Some parts of the Philippines have travel warnings, so check before you go. Respect local customs. Every country has its own way of doing things. Being respectful will make your stay much more enjoyable. Remember, rules can change quickly. It's always a good idea to check with the Philippine Embassy or a trusted travel advisor before you make any big plans. So what's the takeaway from all this? The Philippines is still a great place to visit or live, but there are some new rules to follow, especially if you want to work there. It might seem like a lot, but with a little planning and respect for the local laws, you can have an amazing experience in this beautiful country. Before we wrap up, let's do a quick recap. New rules for foreign workers started in February 2025. You need to register online before traveling to the Philippines. Working in the Philippines now involves more steps and requirements. Always check the latest rules before you travel or make work plans. The Philippines is still an awesome place with lots to offer. That's it for today's video, folks. I hope this information helps you plan your Philippine adventure. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And hey, if you have any questions or experiences to share, drop them in the comments below. Safe travels, and we look forward to our next adventure together here on Top Dog Traveler.